Damn, Tank Davis is looking in shapes, cut up like a mother effer. You know, they had they were talking. I guess it was one of these channels was talking to Javante Tank Davis about the Teofimo Lopez versus Lomachenko fight, and what he thought about the fight. And what I was mostly focused on was on what Tank was looking like, just due to the fact that everybody's all worried about is he gonna make weight, how's he gonna look when it comes to the night of the fight. Is he gonna be drained? Is he gonna have issues because of him quote dropping from such a high weight? And he looked good. And according to one of his, I think a couple of days ago he had weighed in at 135 pounds, 135.5 pounds, something like that. So he's right there with 2 weeks to go. And one of the sparring partners said that he's been basically at that weight for 2 weeks. So he's just been maintaining at that weight, and then they'll probably not cut too much more, probably another 2 pounds or so. And then you kind of just drop the water weight, hit that steam room, lose the water weight, make weight, and then just hydrate right back up. And you're good to go. Like right now, where he's at right now, if he needed to be 130 pounds tomorrow, he could be it, with no problem. If he had to be 130 pounds today, he can make 130 pounds today. So he'll be fine. And I'm just glad. And I think what was smart that he did when it came to this training camp was that he started a month early. He said he usually does an 8-week camp. So when you see him cutting all this absorbent amount of weight, he's doing it within an 8-week period, which is crazy. We're talking about cutting 20, 30 plus pounds, if not more, in just 8 weeks. With this particular camp, due to the fact that, he's added an extra 4 weeks, that gives you 12 weeks. That gives you a whole month to kind of get yourself situated, get your nutrition, your calories in order, to cut a boatload of that weight. And then when you cut that boatload of that weight, you can start focusing on your skills and your training, and you can just keep cutting as well after that. Just keep cutting, but it just gives you such an extended period of time, to make that weight that you need to make. And now the fact that they pushed the bout out even further, I think that's one of the reasons why he's maintained that weight for 2 weeks, just due to the fact that the fight is now a week further out. So it's like, nah, let's just chill like this, and then next week we'll start what we were gonna do, 2 weeks before the fight. But we can maintain for a week now. We're good. So congratulations for Tank Davis. Hopefully, everything goes, good during the weigh-in. I know he has this kind of weird mental situation where sometimes, during the fight he's fine, but sometimes he'll do weird things that'll sabotage himself before the fight. And you usually see it when he's hit a new milestone, when it comes to whatever it is, from the Floyd Mayweather when he did the what do you call it? When he did the what the hell do you call it? Did the undercard for the McGregor fight, missing weight completely. And then another one when you're fighting Gamboa. This is another big fight, and then you miss weight. He ended up making weight, but he put himself into a bad situation where he had to cut like 2+ pounds within an hour, and yeah, it was a bad situation. So now this is even a bigger fight. This is a pay-per-view fight. So much, is hanging on this one particular fight. For him to move up to the next level, he has to come on weight, and he has to perform. He has to show out on this fight in order for him to move on to the next space that he wants to be in. And he wants to be a pay-per-view king. And depending on who he fights next, he can still do it. I mean, he was talking about maybe, him going back up to 35 and taking on like a Teofimo Lopez. If he could still make 135 in a pay-per-view, that would be big. Yeah, that would be a big, huge pay-per-view if it was done on Fox. HBO does, ESPN for the most part does not know how to promote their boxers. They know how to promote that. ESPN, they do a great job at that. They know how to promote their boxers. They don't necessarily know how to promote boxing events like that. And I don't see, especially at this portion of their career, these two entities getting together to do a fight. I don't see it. So due to that, I don't see that fight happening whatsoever. People talked about Devin Haney fighting Tio. I don't see that fight happening either. So I think Tio will be moving up to 140 pounds and probably taking on Ramirez or taking on Taylor. I think that'll probably be the route that he takes. But regardless, Tio did his thing. Tank needs to handle his business. Coming 2 weeks when he takes on Santa Cruz, in what will be the biggest fight of his career. And it looks like he's taking everything serious. He's super focused, and is doing everything that's necessary for him to be successful. And like he said, yo, my life depends on this fight. That's what this man said. This man said, my life depends on this fight. So we'll see what happens. Come fight night, Santa Cruz, all types of issues, like when it pertains like to his father and his health issues and the things that's going on with him. So I don't know if people said that he expired, like I guess he had passed away before, but then I'm seeing on this All Access he's still there. So I don't know if maybe one of the next few episodes they're gonna show that he had passed away or something from that nature. I don't know. I haven't really checked on it. I haven't double checked on it, but I believe his father had passed away. But now it's like, I don't know. Maybe it was his grandfather or something. I don't know. So I'm not sure. But I'm sure he's doing what he needs to do to get ready. I'm sure he's doing what he needs to do to be focused and to be at his peak and to be the best Santa Cruz that we've ever seen. Because that's what I expect come fight night. I expect us to see the best Santa Cruz that we've ever seen when it comes to boxing. Period. His issues with his father, it just brings something out of you, man. This is the man that you love, the pillar, the center of your whole family. You're going to do everything you can to show out, and you're going to leave everything out in that ring. Everything out in that ring. Kind of like Buster Douglas when his mom died. And it's going up against Mike Tyson. And we saw what happened in that particular fight. So that's a Tio I expect. I expect to see a Tio that's going to do everything that's necessary, in order to be, the best that he can be. So a couple of weeks away, we had a great fight on Saturday, and we got another big fight coming up as well. And we'll see what happens with that particular fight. But congratulations to Tank for taking everything serious, and handling his business when it came to his weight, and handling this whole situation like a true professional. But for now, like, subscribe, share. I'm out.